how's it going? So I didn't do any of the grinding or prepping, theory crafting that I discussed last time. Oops. But I have been, over the course of the last 10 minutes or so, noodling around and seeing what I can see. And I think I came across, so where we are right now, we got three things, right? I like what we're doing with CL. I don't know that it's actually that good, but I like what we're doing with CL because it has this kind of like infinite stacking mechanic, and that seems cool. I like what we're doing with Verso. As soon as he gets to S, it's pretty consistently high damage. Are we on the weapon? Is that the one that makes him... Yeah, so he starts at S, and since he's at S, he does consistently high damage but he cannot be healed or gain shields. I don't know that we're going to stick on that, because that has become a problem in a number of different instances. But, even if we swap him over to a different weapon, right, the concept remains is that he doesn't infinitely scale like CL does, but he does pretty consistently high damage, and is pretty good at what he does. Problem one. Minoko doesn't really do damage, but Minoko is super useful in the way that we built him. Really cool stuff, but his damage just kind of sucks compared to Verso and CL. So that's problem one. Is can we fix Minoko's damage? He did clean up real nice. He looks swank. So problem number two is Lune and Mael. We really haven't given any TLC in a while, and when we play them, we can feel it, right? So it feels like they do not have the same kind of like conceptual surety that Verso and CL do, with what we've done with them right now. And they also just haven't been kind of like optimized, basically, right? That is partially, so with Lune, that's partially because we are really trying to play up that Elemental Genesis scenario, and it works, but also doesn't work, right? It works, but it's slow to stack. That is better now that everyone takes 2 turns, right? But the ideal scenario would be for us to be able to Elemental Trick. Your final team was Mael, Verso, and CL. I can see it. So the concept is we want to be able to Elemental Trick. Elemental Trick deals low single target ice, fire, lightning, and earth damage. Deals 4 hits. Critical hits generate the corresponding stain. So she basically has 100% crit. She uses Elemental Trick, and she gets all 4 of the stains, and she immediately can use Elemental Genesis, which deals extreme damage to all enemies, 8 hits, but can only be used if you have one of all of the elements, right? So getting her to that high a crit rate for that consistency, I don't actually think is that big of an issue. If they're on fire, she can get 25 crit, and that puts her at 77. I think we can optimize her build more specifically for crit as well. I think we could very easily get her to the point to where we could do the Elemental Trick. Elemental Genesis takes 7 AP. When playing with Minoko, everyone has 9 AP at the start of a turn, so that is a done deal, right? Or not at the start of a turn, but at the start of a fight, right? So that is a done deal. So that's the generalized concept. The other side of the issue is finding a weapon for her. Because if you have anything that generates stains, it will fuck up the whole elemental trick concept, right? So, I went through, and I think there are several that do not interact with stains, or rather don't generate stains. I think Brazilim is probably the best of them that does not generate anything, right? It has increased critical chance per ice stain. That is irrelevant to us, but it also doesn't harm us. It does charge 5% of the gradient on a critical hit. So, if we have elemental trick hitting 4 times, and we have to have that crit every single time, so that would be 20%. And then we have elemental genesis. In theory, if we're critting 100% of the time with elemental trick, we're also going to be critting 100% of the time with elemental genesis. So that would be another 40%. So a turn with Lune would be 60% of a gradient bar, which is kind of cool, right? Like, that's actually not the fastest gradient generation that I've seen on some of these items, but it does seem pretty good. But that's the theory. So Brazilim would work. The issue is if we want to do something, we might need to, because right now her agility is only at 30, we might need to respec her. So we would probably be a little more interested in, oh wait, no, agility speed. So luck is crit, right? So luck is the stat that we would want, but we would prefer it be like luck agility, because I think agility secondarily gives crit. I don't know if there is anything that is agility, luck agility. Yeah, there you go, agility luck. But this one, you start a battle with a fire stain, so that one's off the table. Oh. Yeah, so that's the only agility luck, so it's not like we're going to find a better weapon in that regard. The other weapon, and like I said, there's a couple of these that don't interact with stains, so there's a couple things that we could use, but I'm trying to find some sort of like scenario where it gives us something out of it. So right, the thing that we would be getting out of this, out of Brazilim, is the increased gradient charge rate, right? Because the idea would be we'd be getting 60% every single time we did a turn with her, right? So that's a lot of gradient, which means we can kind of spam gradient attacks. But the other side is we do get an additional 20% increased fire damage with skills. And the way that Elemental Trick works, Elemental Trick is always going to do a fire, right? So we'll get 20% off of that. Elemental Genesis does random. So we could get, in theory, out of the 8 hits, we could get no fires, or we could get several fires. I think statistically you're gonna get 1 or 2 fires would be my assumption, right? But in theory, Brazilim does work for kind of like the strategic concept, and it gives us a little something. The other one that I was looking at that I thought might actually be interesting is this one, is Colum, right? So Colum has a 50% chance to generate a light stain when consuming stains. So we would need to test this. I have no idea if it works, but the thought process there, right, is that with other skills, light stains can replace the elemental stain requirement. So if X stain or X move needs a fire and an ice to be empowered, and you have a fire and a light, the light will count as the ice, and it'd still be empowered, right? So the thought process here is, if we Yeah, light is considered all elements. So the thought process here is that if we cast Elemental Genesis, extremely rarely, there is a chance for it to roll all lights because we're consuming 4 stains. So it has a 50% chance on each stain to turn that stain into a light stain rather than consuming it, right? So we have a chance, very low chance, but chance to back-to-back Elemental Genesis, right? Still use Elemental Trick for the first Genesis, pop the Genesis, very low chance to then be able to pop a second Genesis rather than going back into Elemental Trick, is the idea. That's really not a big deal. Like, that really doesn't matter at the end of the day. I think it's a very low chance, and that makes it kind of somewhat irrelevant, right? The thing is, yeah, likelihood of hitting heads is 6.25% chance. So very low percent chance, and that's not really what makes this interesting. It adds a little spice to it, but what makes the column interesting, I think, are the last two, right? Because the way I've seen Elemental Trick work is, if you already have stains, right, and you use Elemental Trick, say you have a fire and a lightning, and you go and use Elemental Trick, I believe the way it works is it cycles ice, fire, lightning, earth. So if you had a fire and a lightning stain already, and you use Elemental Trick, and you crit with the ice, you're getting an ice stain. And you crit with the fire, you're getting a fire stain. And you crit with the lightning, you already have 4 stains. I don't think it replaces a stain. I think it's just like, you're maxed out, buddy. you done diddlied. You done diddly dude. I believe is how it works. However, if it does replace a stain, I don't know if it replaces the first or last stain. If it replaces the first stain, then in theory, it doesn't matter what stains we have, as long as we Elemental Trick and we hit a crit on every single one, we'll always be able to Elemental Genesis. But what I'm trying to make, I'm going about this in a roundabout way, is that in theory, right, if we use Elemental Genesis and we get 2 light stains, and then we use Elemental Trick, as long as we have 100% crit, it should not matter if we have those light stains or not, as long as light stains can be utilized to newest generated stain replaces the oldest. Well, so then it's irrelevant, right? Well, that actually makes it worse, right? So never mind. Because that, well, damn, Jay, you killed the Colum infant in the crib. You killed that baby in the crib, Jay. Can't believe you've done this. You massacred my boy. However, that's interesting. Because that means if we're at 100% crit, we can use things that generate stains, just not that generate stains during the creation of stains. I.e., when you generate a fire stain, you get an earth stain type thing, right? Because that messes up the balance. But, for example, if we have Benisim generate an earth stain at the beginning of each turn, okay, well, so you got an earth stain. If you then use Elemental Trick and you have 100% crit, that Earth Stain is just going to get replaced because you're going to crit on all 4 hits of Elemental Trick, and it will be the oldest stain, so it will get replaced. Right? Like, that's the concept. So that actually means we have more weapons that we can use for this than we otherwise did. Well, we still wouldn't want to use Benesim because it's not really getting us anything. Fuck. You really killed me with the... Okay. Colum might not be dead in the water. Colum might not be dead in the water. Why? I'm literally connected with you. I'm literally connected. What are you doing? Why is my controller freaking out? What is happening here? Technical difficulties. My controller's throwing a fit. My controller didn't like it just as much, Jay. You made everyone upsetty spaghetti. Okay, controller. Turn you off entirely. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but it just lost its mind. Apparently. What is going on? Oh, okay. Okay. Un momento. Gotta check the back. What the fuck's going on here? Why is my controller just like, no? What are you doing? You shook as I plugged you in. Why are you not what the fuck? Jay, make it go away. What? My life. Okay. So, like, you know how when you plug a control... Yes? Ah. What happened? Like, what? Okay, words. My wireless receiver fritzed a while back. So, I have just been playing by plugging controller into cord, connected to computer, job done. A wired controller. Like the old days. Y'all hear that? Can you... Yeah, you hear it. Is it Neth? Oh, God. Casey has been lagging today, so maybe our net is being a little fucky. Oh, this is just fucking technical difficulty town tonight, apparently. Yeah. Well, I mean, I really wouldn't be worried about the buffering that much unless I drop frames. It just is what it is, but... The controller... Like, the connection sounds happen. It lit up this time. Lit up. Moved twice. Works now? Yay! I fixed it by doing nothing. I fixed it by being flabbergasted for 5 minutes. Well, that's not good. Could that have been related? I'm sitting here in my head, I'm like, how would... And it's gone. God damn it. Alright, I'm gonna restart my computer. And I'm gonna hope that fixes the issue. So stream's gonna go down. It'll be back up here in a few minutes, and we'll cross our fingers and hope that works. BRB, I guess. All right. Round 2. Nope. God damn it. It was full ass connected. It was legitimately full-ass connected. Like, white dot could move, everything fine, and then gone. What's going on? Alright, process of elimination. I hear the connection. No. Welcome back, it's not fixed. Here's my white dot. White dot, it's there. We're here. Nope. Press a button and it's like, goodbye. What the fuck? How does it go? How do you go from literally working, like we were in the middle of doing stuff, working just fine, to all of a sudden it keeps connecting and disconnecting and reconnecting. Like, I keep hearing the beat. I'm so confused. I did try a different USB port. That was the first thing I tried. It was a different USB port. That was numero uno. That was before I even moved from my chair. Yeah. Now it doesn't want to come out. Oh, fuck. Acted. Breaking the USB cable somewhere? Maybe. But that's so odd. And gone. And back? Oh. I don't know if that's fixing it or... Huh. Alright, in a momento. I can figure this out pretty quick. BRB! This isn't gonna be pleasant. Okay! Shake, shake! Shake, shake! Let's see if different equals works. Okie dokie! Just quiet. That might be a shitty cable. Fuck! Now I gotta go buy another fucking cable. God damn it! God! What y'all want to listen to? What are we listening to while we theory craft? I need something with, like, more of a beat. What's that one? I think it's Goblo, but that's what we're listening to. Good enough. Okay! It hasn't broke, so I guess maybe that fixed it. Goblu is really good. Really, really good. Okay! Fuck, where were we? Alright. I have so much less mobility with this cord. This cord is only like yay long, and the closest fucking USB port to me is about yay far in a comfortable position. So I'm gonna have to go buy a new cord tomorrow. Fuck. All right. Resettling on thoughts. Okay. The optimal situation would be that we have 100% crit, we guarantee elemental trick, generates for elemental genesis, done, end of story. Right? What the fuck just happened there? It swapped back to mouse and keyboard. But if we can't get to 100% crit, if we can only get close to 100% crit, Column actually might be a decent thing that would potentially allow us to still use elemental trick. I don't know, it just seems like a bad idea. Okay, let's noodle real quick. She obviously needs crit, right? So she needs crit rate. What's the best crit rate stuff we have? Random defense. Great. Damage taken multiplied by between 50% and 200%. Woo. And auto death. God damn it. 25% crit on powerful shell is pretty good. Okay. None of these are things that she has to have. Recovery is really good, but none of these are things that she has to have. Recovery is really good just because it's got so much HP on it. But powerful on shell probably is going to be a worthwhile replacement. That puts her at 77. So if the enemy is on fire, she's good to go. But that means if I have someone else stack burn, I can run crit on burn another 25%. Yes. So that was already kind of the plan with Mael. Right, is looking at her stuff. I'm really interested in Pyrolyze and Burning Canvas. The issue, right? The issue is they're all single targets. So like in a multiple person fight, she's not necessarily going to be able to burn everyone, right? Which might not matter for Elemental Trick, because I think Elemental Trick is just a single target. Yeah, it's single target. So as long as we can hit whoever is burning, we'll be fine. But I think the ultimate goal would be to not have to worry about it if we can get her to 100% crit without the need for... what's it called? Without the need for... critical burn. Well, one, that saves 5 points. 5 points isn't a lot of points, but it does save 5 points. But 2, it takes out any sort of, like, randomness out of the gig. You know? There... I mean, if we put random defense on instead of breaking slow, does that do it? It's a 94%. It's so close. Yeah, 94% is at the period where I'm like, okay, well maybe I respec and put more into luck at that point, you know? Let's go look over here real quick. What would that even look like? We know she was already at 40. Getting that much out of agility? Yeah, getting crit out of agility. Getting crit out of defense. Interesting. How much? Every 2 points? 3 points? 4 points? A decent amount. Definitely a decent amount. Okay, so that gets her to 94. I'm actually okay with her being relatively slow. Hey, how's it going? Getting great enjoyment out of the Vanarus game on YouTube. Almost caught up. Well, I'm glad. That game was a very interesting game. I hope you enjoy. Okay, 99. Sure. Yeah. Something like that. That seems a little wild to me. Alright, fuck it. We ball. Alright, what weapon are we... Okay, so... Now that we know newest replaces oldest, we should go back through and look. So, Sim works, but doesn't get us anything. Plus 1 AP when stains are consumed might be worthwhile. Brazilim, we know, is still potentially good for the gradient charge and potentially for increased fire damage. And I want a defense luck weapon. I mean, yeah, that would be the best kind of like vibe. But more break damage, AP on breaking an enemy, and generate. Yeah, that doesn't really do anything for us. Golem doesn't really do anything for us. Oralim doesn't really do much for us. Denerim doesn't really do much for us. Aerolim. So Aerolim does give us shields, and could still get a small bonus to damage, and then the 20 just doesn't matter at all. So Aerolim maybe, right? Like, it's not really a scaling thing, but the defensive shields would be nice. We basically get one shield every time we do an elemental genesis. That's kind of whatever. That doesn't matter. That does nothing. That's not gonna matter. This screws things up because in the cycle of elemental trick, when we generate the fire stain, it generates a lightning stain, so it breaks the sequence. Which sucks because this is a defense luck weapon. Did we have another defense luck weapon? I don't think so. So we're gonna be losing a hit off of that. Scavarum. Yeah, not something that matters for us. Also not something that matters that much. Also not something that matters that much. Huh. You know, a part of me is considering just doing Troubadour because its element is sword, so not element. So that means we're never going to run into the scenario, but she shouldn't be attacking. I mean, she'll counterattack. I kind of still feel like Brazalim is the direction I want to go. It is luck-based, but also vitality-based, so it's not going to be the highest. What are we losing on Sapram? Losing, like... honestly, not that much. 182.93. 182.93, so we're losing like 32 and like 40 something. So losing about 70. So it's not an insubstantial loss, but it's not, you know, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, I kind of feel like Brazalim's the go-to one here. We're potentially going to get 20% increase out of the fire hits, and we get additional gradient charges from spamming critical hits, and we have 100% crit now. Yeah, and nothing else is going to fit that exact build. There isn't anything in here, like, the things that are potentially interesting are the additional, like, AP when stains are consuming, or consumed, because that fuels the cycle. It means we never have to rest, right? Because elemental hit, or elemental trick, is 3, and elemental genesis is 4. But we start every turn with 2, I believe. So that's especially difficult to maintain, but it's not going to be consistent. Whereas if we used something that had a consuming +1 AP when stains are consumed, that could help. But I think it's only +1 AP when stains when any stains are consumed. I don't think it's plus 1 AP for every stain consumed. It might be. I'm unsure on that one. I think I'm gonna just... I don't want to sit here for absolute eternity. I think I'm gonna just upgrade Rosalind. Also unsure. Yeah, right. Okay. We're officially at 20. Job done. We want to check our Pictos favorites. We don't need critical burn anymore. We would love energizing start. No. Energizing turn is what it is. Energizing start's nice, but it's not that big of a deal. Energizing turn is the big deal. I'm actually not really seeing that much, truth be told. Kinda just feels like we save until we get warming up. Probably. Okay, so in theory we have a concept with Lune. In theory. In theory, concept. In concept, theory. Now we gotta figure out what the fuck we're doing with Mael. Like what we're doing works with her, but again, it's not like the same type of situation as CL or Verso have, where what they're doing is pretty extremely clear. I was looking through skill tree stuff. Hello? Hello? God! Swear to God. Tonight is just not the night. Tonight is just not the night. Tonight's not the night. How dare I try? How dare I exist? How dare I exist? Okay, so stuff that I'm interested with Mael is I was interested in Pyrolyze. Pyrolyze is extremely expensive, 9, right? But it's 3 hits and it applies 5 burn per hit. And if we are in offensive stance, it applies 2 more burn per hit for a grand total of 21 burn, right? Which seems fun. And then there's Burning Canvas, which does high single target void damage with 5 hits, and it does 1 burn per hit. And the damage is increased for each burn on the target. So the concept that I had was basically try to go like full burn on Mael. Use Spark and Rain of Fire as like basics. You know, that type of scenario. maybe throw in engagement, but I don't. We'd have to fiddle with it. That's the thing. And have Pyrolyze and Burning Canvas be like the big closers. The idea being, if we hit 9, then we can Pyrolyze, right? Just to do extreme amounts of burn. And if we don't, right, Burning Canvas, as long as they have some burns on them, right, this is going to continue to apply burn, and then it'll do more damage for each burn. That's the general idea. Issue is we don't have enough points to actually do all of this, so we would need to do some resets. And I think I counted it out. If I do some resets, we're going to lose stuff over here. Like, we're going to lose Sword Ballet. There is nothing necessarily wrong with losing Sword Ballet, but it's something that I was trying to be conscious of. So I do think that's the direction I want to go. I still want to keep breaking rules around because breaking rules is just incredibly useful. But aside from that, I think I can shift basically everything else. We'd be keeping Rain of Fire, Breaking Rules, Spark, and then we'd be shifting into, I think, probably Pyrolyze, Burning Canvas, and then maybe Revenge, potentially, for the ability to break people. Though it doesn't cause burn, so we could just as easily keep any of the other breaks, like Florette, Flurry, but it's a lower cost break, I think, is the thing. Like, it only costs... Yeah, it only costs 5, whereas Flurry, the Fury one, costs 6. So I think that was the general idea that I had. That one costs 9. Unsure on that. So I think that's the play. Before we try to commit to anything there, though, I kind of want to go look at what we have. So Stalin is level 29, right? Which makes it difficult to not look at because it's just a lot of, like, we're not going to be able to match that with a weapon. That's a lot of very big, but for all that it does all of this burn stuff, it doesn't actually do burn stuff to the enemy, it's burn stuff around you. So I kind of wanted to look through her stuff. I don't really feel like Barrier Breaker is super cool. I don't really feel like it's what we're doing. Increased gradient generation while in defensive stance. Base attack switches to defensive stance. Increased gradient charge on parry is cool. Crit hits apply burn. That is very interesting to me. So critical hits applying burn is very interesting, but Mael is only at 39% crit. The burning thing, if she's going to be constantly burning people, she'll have the additional 25% from the burn, which puts her at 64%. But we could, if we were going to commit to something like Brularum, I would really want to ramp up the crits to try to, like, guarantee what we are doing there. That's not really what we're doing here. Critical hits with skills give 2 AP once per turn. That's kind of interesting. That really doesn't do... I mean, that's not bad. But that gives AP to allies while we're in defensive stance, when we get AP. Stanceless base attack switches to defenseless stance, then we don't care about that. But +1 AP on stance switch should be going off relatively frequently. That being said, I don't think that's the route we're interested in. Not really optimizing for virtuous stance in this. Applying 5 burn on counterattack is interesting, but again, not really optimized for the rest of the stuff. Virtuous stance, blah blah blah. Defensive stance, in defensive stance, still double break damage. Support skills cost less. Switch to virtuous stance on breaking shield, yada yada. I think that kind of does make Rularum the conceptual direction to go here. Just because it builds into the overall effect of the burn. If we can get her crit rate up a little bit more, like we don't have to cap hers like we did with Lune, but if we can get her crit rate up higher, to where she is more consistently critting, then I think that might actually be the direction we want to go. Unfortunately, it's really just the critical hits apply burn that we're going for here. Agility and luck would allow us to respec her primarily for crit, though. Well, no, it's luck and defense are crit. Huh. What do we have? Okay. Well, breaking burn only costs 5 points. We don't really care about that much. Painted power costs 5 points. Obviously, we want painted power on her. That's not that big of a deal. Plus 10 to shell damage reduction. We don't give a shit about. So, there is one thing in here that we definitely give a shit about, and that is... double burn. So double burn, if we're going to go a burn strat on her, double burn makes sense to do. Can I do favorites here? I can. Double burn costs 30 points. Unfortunately, it's really not good. So we're choosing between saving 30 points or better stats, and that sucks. Okay, well, we're gonna try to save 30 points. All right. What other crits do we have? Auto death is 26% crit. Not what we want. Perilous parry, plus 1 AP on parry, but damage received is doubled. Probably not what we want. Breaking attack? It's not terrible. We lose speed, but we gain crit. Confident fighter is definitely not what we want. You're voting for double damage? Is that... You're voting for double damage? Yeah? Sounds like a great plan. Just don't get hit. That do be the way of things. That actually do be the way of things. Augmented counter 2 would work. That would save us 5 points. I don't think we can really boost her that much more, unfortunately. You like how disgusted I am by damage numbers being white? Look! It is what it is. Ugh. It's probably the best that we're gonna get. We lose a little speed, but we gain crit, and crit is really what we're looking for here. So... doesn't really do anything. 17 crit seems to be kind of like the thing. If I have to take one, it's might as well take it based on the ability. That's rarely gonna come in to play. But it could. Whereas most of these aren't gonna come into play, or are only gonna come into play in a negative way. Okay, we're at 54% crits. With things burning, that puts us at 79% crit. That's pretty good. Program is agility and luck. .59% with 24 or 25 is up to 84% crit. It's pretty good. $61, so 85, 86. Alright, let's upgrade weapons. We did Brazilum up to 20. Let's upgrade this. We're out of fucking... How are we out of Resplendent Chroma? I've been getting so much Resplendent Chroma, just like all over the place. How am I out of that? Upgrade that. Okay, we have the skills required. Now, anything else is just kind of whatever. In fact, I think I'm just gonna leave her points as is. So, one of the things you will note is some people have way more HP because they're using the new shit. Okay, what do we want to do? I think we want to put Spark here. I think we want Burning Canvas, Paralyze. I think those three are going to be like the go-to three. And then we'll have Rain of Fire. We'll have... Sadness Veil. Interesting. Where? There it is. We still want Breaking Rule. Because it breaks the fucking rules, and it's very useful in certain situations. I think we will put, what is it, Revenge for the ability to break, and then Breaking Rules as a backup. The idea. Alright. There it goes. Fudge. Let's get the fuck out of here. Me thinking I was gonna make progress tonight. Silly. Okay, let's do a test. Let's do a test!
I'm embarrassed.
So the idea is, in a little fight, this doesn't really count as a little fight, but in a little fight, we can just start off, immediately pyrolyze somebody. And that is 37 stacks. Probably in the future start off with Spark.
Flames. On me.
To apply
Let us
turn
stay there.
first. Okay, let's see if this works. Elemental trick. We did not get all of them. I don't know how we didn't get all of them. Yeah, why no ice? We're gonna... Oh! Is it because he's immune? Is he immune to ice? That time, he healed off of it, so we didn't get it. Okay. Note to self.
Battle.
Note to self, anytime you run up against someone who... Oh god, that breaks the whole thing. Okay, but, this is something that I've been thinking of, right? Elemental Trick, Elemental Genesis, that whole shtick only takes 2 of Lune's skills. So what we can do is we can set up all of the rest of her skills, we can set up to be like, okay, if we run into someone who heals against X or whatever, what can we do instead? And we can use the 4 other skills for that, basically, is the concept.
Danger! Please survive!
Oh, I don't like these.
I'm ready.
That
Ready
did
to
not
carry.
work. Also did not work. Okay. Retry. Retry. We're getting the concept down, right? Getting the concept down. So Spark to start. 11. Pyrolyze.
Witness the flames!
47. Not bad. Elemental Trick here, because he's not gonna absorb. Sweet. And now we can Elemental Genesis. That did pretty good. That's pretty good.
Now's my favorite part. You're energized. It likes you.
Okay, these bubbles are very
Your turn to
hard
shine.
to parry, so I'm just gonna try to dodge them.
Okay,
Your turn to dance.
careful, my owl. Nice. That's better.
Fuck, missed that one.
That's right. One cares another dance.
Ready to go. Let's spill some ink.
I just want to see burning Candace. I've never seen it actually.
Void, take everything.
That's really cool. That's quite cool.
taste of battle. Your turn to dance.
Feeling better.
Okay, so now we're at the scenario of, oh, she can't elemental trick this guy. So, which means she also can't ice lance this guy.
Good.
Oh, he's in fucking fire right now. My bad. I forgot that this guy swaps.
Feeling better. Let's keep going.
Nice.
Okay, this guy sucks for testing this. Actually, sucks for testing this. Fuck it, I guess we're just gonna burn in candles.
Void, take everything. Yeah.
Why is she on fire? Swapping there. I don't think that that is a good skill to have for him compared to the others that we had.
Take cover. Overflowing
Why
with
is she
energy.
not healing? What does she have that's making her not heal?
Elements converge. Good.
That worked. I lucked out.
Meet your reckoning.
Okay.
Yeah. Void, take everything. I'm ready.
A lot of burning.
Sweet taste of battle.
Okay, yeah, having the Orphalin cheers is not really worthwhile. I mean, I just like getting in this loop with those two. It's nice
Brace
to
yourself.
always have powerful. It's nice to be generating the fucking AP for everyone.
Watch out, Minoko.
I am refreshed.
It's like, am I gonna
Finesse
counter any of
with grace. Finesse and grace.
I am refreshed. We're overdue for some mayhem.
So much potential. Chroma is flowing. Elements converge.
Yeah, no, that didn't work. I was looking at it and being
Let's
like,
dance.
am I gonna get lucky again?
Good. That's better. That's better. Let's spill some ink.
I wanna try a pyrolyze. He's fucking. Why did I try a pyrolyze when he's in fire? My brain sucks, that's why.
Sweet.
It was a choice. It was definitely a choice. A choice was made during it. This is kind of interesting to know that I can boost those two.
Good.
Fuck.
I am refreshed. Wow. Wow.
Good. You can't escape. Blades sharp. Void take everything.
What do you think?
My
What?
blood. A bit of violence, yes. Your turn to dance.
That's better. Ready to go. That's better.
That was almost a little too early. Oh, could you please not? Ay, ay, ay. Oh, what is this? Why is this?
Keep going. Don't fall.
Yeah,
My, what lovely meat.
my team's not. He's kind of a bad enemy for my team. Oh, great.
Void,
This
take
is good.
everything.
A bit of violence, yes.
Interesting seeing at least what you do when someone messes with your jam. Flounder? Jams up my mess?
A bit of violence, yes.
Accomplish nothing?
Your turn to shine.
Well, that was painful. I did win. I did win. It just was quite painful. Ugh. All right.
Flash through the sky.
Let's go test this out on something else. I remember seeing this guy over here. He looks lightning-y. He's gonna, I swear to God, he's gonna absorb the lightning on the elemental trick, isn't he? Isn't he? Isn't he? Thunder? Yeah, he's definitely gonna do that.
It's more with vigor. Your turn to shine.
You're right, he's not gonna, because he doesn't need to. Holy fuck.
Today,
Not impressed.
I never understand how I miss those, because it's dut, dut, dut. And I'm still like, nah, brah. Alright, he's very fast. He might be able to stop for us.
Oops. Come back.
We dodged. Please. Don't.
I'll do it.
Let's dance.
Alright. I kind of just want to burn
Void,
canvas the shit
take
out of it.
everything.
Well, I fucked that up.
Let's spill some ink.
Doesn't help when I fuck it
Void,
up.
take everything.
It's a fair amount of burn.
My cup is full.
Ready to evade.
I my luck is.
That's so fast!
From me.
I don't understand that one. Yeah, I'm gonna write this one off. I'm gonna write that one off. Okay. Holy fuck. Let me pull up my list of things to do. We went in there. Went in there. I think we're going back to Forgotten Battlefield tonight.
Son, here I come.
I think that's where we be headed. You know my two biggest disappointments in the game so far? Two biggest disappointments in the game so far are both gestural related and both casino related. Because in the gestural village, they're like, oh, this weird dude over here wants to play games. No games. Floating casino. No games. Why you tease me like that? Well, I'd give up both of those for loadouts as well, because they already don't exist. But I feel so teased. Alright. We'll explore. Fiddle around with stuff. I can immediately tell you I am going to wish. Maybe we pull out Rain of Fire. We have Burning Canvas instead. We don't need Rain of Fire. Unless we're trying to combo. But Pyrolyze puts into defensive. Spark puts into defensive. Rain of Fire puts into offensive. So that is the trick. But so does Burning Canvas, and they cost the same. So yeah, I think we pull Rain of Fire and we put in Phantom Strike for some AoE. Because I think we're going to want AoE. To kill large groups or groups of enemies. Lower level enemies. Pretty sure I remember at least one spot that had a breakable, I think. It's off on the right side. We'll see, though. Would be wrong. Off there. If I remember correctly. I probably do not. Oh. He got me. Oh. They're that weak. Okay. Never mind then. I suppose we won't need X to do Y. Maybe against some of them. We'll see. Maybe not. And again, maybe not. such a cool area. I'm working towards the 100%. I don't know about 100% necessarily, but I am backtracking through the game just to like full explore things, because a part of the way through the game we got the ability to break through these breakable walls, and I did not keep a very good track of where I had seen them previously. So we're kind of just doing that just to do it, but also just because it's fun and we're noodling around with stuff. Clearly there's something going on up here. I say clearly, it might not. It looks like there's something going on up here, but see, unbreakable, and it's gonna lead us there. Boom. So we were not able to break that wall previously. The joys of 100%ing a game. I've 100%ed plenty of games. It's just some games make it too tedious. This game has not made it too tedious.
Interesting.
So far. So for now, I'm still quite interested in fully exploring it. I am confused though. There doesn't seem to be anything up here. Games wouldn't give you Games wouldn't artificially lengthen themselves? What? Did I miss something? No, seriously, did I miss something? Am I stupid? Am I dumb, or is that the most whatever breakable wall in existence? Because it leads up to this spot. You come down through here. You can break this wall. You get a up to level 9 weapon enhancement, which is very low. I mean, at the point of the game where we could have potentially gotten it, it would be fine, but it's still only 1. And it just leads right there. And there's nothing else. Did I miss something? Am I going crazy here? That's wild. I think that's the first time we've ever, like, actually come back through somewhere, found a breakable, and been like, huh. This disappointing. Like, we've gone back and found, like, secret bosses and, like, new Pictos and stuff like that. Y'all just being rude. Y'all just being rude. Y'all just being rude. Hey, is there a secret here that I'm missing? I feel like this should, like, I don't know, give me a fucking grapple point or something. Or there should just be something up here. like a fucking log or something. Well, ooh. Sadness hero. Oh, sometimes it do be that way. Thank you very much for 49 months. Holy shit. What? Where are you going? What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. Like, it's strange to me. A lot of times in the game will not let you jump off of things, and then in some places it'll just be like, yeah, yeet yourself, go ahead. Complete the yeet. They're all right. Explode-a-roni. This is the spot all over here. Nothing down here to break. We have the part over here to the left. See how that... Whoop! No, you don't. He almost got me. Like the music. Ooh, that was a terrible face. I could feel it. Sudden sneeze took me by surprise. Bad. Very bad. Ah, I got a recode. Nice. For the 2 I have spent in the entire game. Which is a little wild to me. I do feel like when I first started playing and I got recoats, I was like, oh, I'm gonna use a lot of these, but then I was like, not really. I probably could have, right, to try to, like, more specifically optimize things, but, like, it just never really felt like I needed to. Like, it was never like, oh, I obviously need to, like, dump all of this into, like, you know, from, like, the Dark Souls kind of, like, concept, it's like, oh, I hit the 15 in this and the 20 in this that I need, and I hit my damage, like, soft cap or whatever it is, or the terminology there. And now I'm just like, endurance, all HP. Or, actually, I don't think that's endurance. You know what I'm saying. Vitality. But in this, it was pretty simple to just, like, balance everything and then be like, okay. Good. Seems good. It also almost feels like maybe the level up stats don't matter as much as they should, perhaps. Like, they matter quite a bit, but I don't know. Maybe there could be something else tied to them to make it more like, oh, I really want to like heavily dump into this stat. Although I'm sure for like speed runs or whatever, they probably do exactly that. Probably we could like, you know, we could probably like 99 for like Lune, for example. We could probably like 99 Lune to get really, really close to the crit cap, and then finish it off with significantly less defense than we're currently using. And then we could augment the rest of the stats with Pictos. Would probably be a more optimal way to do things rather than what we kind of did. But that atonk. Oh. Okay, I don't see anything up here stands out as a destructible or something that we've missed. That's the other thing is we're actually going back through. We've actually found not very many things, but a couple things that we just straight up missed in playing the game originally. Like little stuff hidden around corners and shit. I could see myself playing this game again with like a walkthrough. Like very detailed from the beginning. So you get everything as soon as you can. I bet that would change the experience pretty drastically. There's a way to get up over here. Or it's right there. There it is. Do a New Game Plus run. Is there actually New Game Plus? I think I've asked you that before and you said yes. And if there is a New Game Plus, what does it do? Does it increase the difficulty of the enemies? Does it let you keep shit? Like... both? Yeah. That's pretty cool, though. I don't like those boxes. They make me think there's something in there. remember exploring this stuff. The bridge. The bridge fight. Ew. Could I afford everything that you had? I could. Sure. Oh, that's the one that looks like... Yeah, okay. I used that for a while, I think. Until we got... Or we already had Pure and I used it for a while and then went back to Pure. And I drop? I can't drop. I can go down there. I really know that there's a point to going down there. But I think it was just a big pit where we fought the guy. Just an inordinate amount of bodies. Truly, truly outrageous amount of corpses. Okay, we're good there. Remember, we went in here, we found this. Didn't miss anything there. And that's pretty much it. Alright. So we found one breakable here, but it was kind of a bum. Kind of a nothing burger. Aw, sad space. I feel like I remember something else. Like some sort of interaction I had with something up here. Or nearby? Yeah, I couldn't do anything with it. My head, it's over here, but I didn't see anything. Probably not. Okay, do be that way sometimes. The sad spot. The fallen loved ones. Well, not a lot going on in this place. R.I.P. Gustav. Oh God, I remembered. I gotta stay close. Okay, so we have this whole area to start exploring. I'm gonna take a quick bio break, and when I get back, we will start doing just that. So, un momento, I'll BRB. That's kind of wild. Okay, we're back. Raw-o. We got places and things. So we got Stone Quarry. I guess let's just romp around real quick for a second. So we got Stone Quarry right there. We got this guy to fight. Yeah, he's clearly like that lightning guy, but all iced out. So, not thinking. I am rethinking what's going on with Lune. Purely, the BRB screen is one of the Victor Borba's songs. Gotcha. Nice. Very nice, very nice. Isn't this place just a record? Let's check. No! Okay, I remember this place. We had this guy. I don't think there was really much else going on. And that was it. Nothing else we're really doing here. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. We have. I remember. There's a spot over here. We could not get to previously, and there is a thing. Oh. Julie!
Search and rescue. I know what I saw. He died. Fucking died. That attack destroyed half his torso. There's no walking away from that. But when I found him, he was unconscious but whole. His uniform was destroyed, yes, but his chest was merely bruised. He says the blast just missed him and it was chaotic during battle, so I probably misunderstood what I saw. Bullshit! Absolute bloody bullshit!
This is about Verso.
He and his father keep saying the paintress is the solution, not the problem. But I don't buy it anymore. I think they're lying about what happened to Expedition Zero. Somehow, everyone else died, but they walked out without a scratch. It hurts to think he'd betray us. But nobody ever expects to be betrayed. His mistake, though, is thinking his charm is sufficient to sell his lies. We'll take him tomorrow night. Claude, Louise, and Dion are no fools. They saw what I saw. We will get answers. And if he is a traitor, then he will share the fate of traitors.
Interesting. Interesting. I was about to say, I'm not expecting these to go down
Funny.
easily. Okay. Not one to deal with. Obviously, that one's gonna take the longest. Try to
Void
pop this guy.
takes everything. Void takes everything.
Now was our chance. Elements, converge!
Okay.
Let's keep going.
My, what lovely feet.
When that works, holy shit, it works.
We're overdue for some mayhem.
Oh, we killed the other one. Nice. He should probably die to that. A lot of burn to not die to.
I'd love a dance. Invigorating.
Ready to go. Ready to go. En garde. Void takes everything.
Violence.
Danger! The elements dance. A storm is coming. Meet your reckoning. Watch
That
out,
seems
Minoko.
pretty good. Fuck.
This will hurt. Time to hit big. Witness the flames. Ah!
It likes you.
Ready to go.
My favorite part. We're overdue for some mayhem.
Ready to parry.
Feeling better. A storm is coming.
Guy has so much fucking HP. Like, holy shit.
Let's spill some ink.
That's not a lot of HP to have. You're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong.
Void, take everything.
Brace yourselves.
I am refreshed.
I keep doing Sanctuary to try to, like, help us
Ready
not
to
die.
That's better. Void, take everything.
Fuck it up.
That's better.
Feel energized.
Let's keep going. Chroma is flowing. Ready to evade.
Too soon.
We're overdue for some mayhem. Up we go now.
We're overdue for mayhem.
Minoko, parry!
Feel energized.
Good.
Shit.
En garde!
Human bacon over mayhem? I don't know. Mayhem's pretty good, dude.
Okay,
Don't get me wrong. I absolutely adore bacon. But people are sleeping on ham.
Feel energized. The sweet taste of battle.
Pretty good.
a storm is coming. Elements converge. Chroma is flowing.
Alright, the Lune thing works as long as someone's not immune to or absorbs one of the elements. So that's an interesting thing.
Void, take everything.
I think the Mael thing works. I just don't know that we're quite there yet. Hope my net issues are fixed.
Good.
Well, I fucking hope so too. The thing is I'm not really experiencing anything. Like, nothing's changing for me. Like, it's not showing any drops. I'm not getting any, like, lag or anything like that. It's just... apparently something is happening stream-wise. Which sucks. You know?
What lovely feet. Your turn to dance.
Void, take everything.
Help
Void,
when I
take
screw up.
everything.
So much potential.
Within it. Ooh. Kralum and Glossico. Those are both upped. We got longer shell on applying shell. Oh no, longer shell got upgraded as well. Okay. Got 9 to 29. 15 to 29. That could be good. 7 to 29. I am appreciating the upgrades.
I miss you.
Oh shit!
I don't have the right to miss you, but I do. I wish I could talk to you. Tell you. Fuck. I don't know what I would tell you. Just ask that you forgive me. Julie. Forgive me. I'm not a traitor. I'm not. I'm trying to save. I'm trying to save us all. But you're right. I am a coward. I'm a fucking coward. You deserved to know why, but I couldn't. I couldn't face you properly. Not, and still do, what had to be done. Papa believes you're Clair's creation, and even if you're not, we can no longer trust you. But I think you just wanted answers. Why? Why couldn't you just let it go? Why did you convince them to abduct me, interrogate me? No. Fuck, I shouldn't say that. You thought I was a traitor. You were doing what you thought was right, just like we are. I swear to you, I'm doing what's right.
Were you?
I should have known when you started
Weren't you?
questioning things that you wouldn't be fooled. But how could I even explain? You'd have thought I'd gone mad. Doppelgangers. Countless worlds. Man. But Papa's right. We can't take the risk. Too much is at stake. It had to be done. It had to. Clair already took our sister. If we want to save our family, our world, our people, we can't take any chances. And once we free Mama, she'll bring you back. It won't be forever. I promise. I promise. We deserve to live. All of us.
Look.
We deserve to exist.
Well, that's not happy fun times. we doing on this list? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only missing 8?
Verso.
Let's go.
Yike.
Nice.
It's funny for Verso to be the one saying nice immediately after that. Nice. That was rough.
Here we go.
Roughy.
Here we go. Flashing through the sky.
Useful.
Sky.
A big one of these? Just kind of hanging out up here. Yep.
Oops. Come back.
Ouch. Okay. Is inner fire strengthened?
Deal me in. I'm
That was
waiting.
rude. Dotus,
You're outmatched.
it's not going well, Dotus.
Eyes up, Verso.
That's so, like, challenging for me to, like... Yike. Alright. Hold that thought. Hold that thought.
I must exact revenge.
I've never seen him do a third.
It likes you. My cup is full. So much power.
Minoko, parry!
I was about to do another one.
That was our chance.
Okay, well, I have a feeling he might be immune to fire.
A storm is coming.
Finesse and grace.
Okay.
Time for mayhem.
Okay.
A bit of violence, yes.
Well, this guy's gonna be very easy after I change their weapons.
Danger!
That's better. Blade shaft. Anga.
The elements dance. Now's our chance.
Lune, watch out.
Feeling better.
Wait, don't counter with her.
My, what a lovely feat.
Parry it.
Fuck up. Double fucked up. Now let's see if we can get it with the others. Okay. Yeah, a cold weapon makes this way easier. Jesus. Really trying to hard mode that one. Agram, that is a new weapon. Oh, interesting. Base attack applies 2 burn per fire stain. Generate 1 fire stain at the beginning of each turn. 30% increased damage per fire stain. Oh. That's kind of neat. That's like an auto attack build. Huh. Oh, hold up. That's actually kind of interesting to potentially do in conjunction with what we're doing with Mael. Because it's 30% increased burn damage per fire stain. And we could... There's the thing where you do double basic attacks. And then with the double basic attack... Oh, yeah, absolutely ruins Genesis. I don't think it would be really that wild either. I misread that level 20. 30% increased burn damage per fire stain is pretty neat. Because you can basically just sit, if you're only auto attacking, you can just sit on the fire stains. But you could get it to where, so she has 2 turns, right? If you have the double burn on and double attack, it's 4 burn per hit, and you're hitting twice. And you could actually further set it up, because if you're not using any of your AP, I mean, I guess, so what you could do is Yeah, so Stormcaller consumes double fire or double thunder strikes on turn end. Kind of whatever, though. Yeah, there's not... I wouldn't really have, like, a fire consumer that I would care about, but if the plan was to just auto-attack anyways, you get 4 per hit, you hit twice per attack, so you could get 8 on an attack, and then if you weren't using your AP, you could build her for the free aim stuff, which could generate more burn. And so you're generating, at minimum, on the 2 turns, you're generating 16 burn. And that's just turn 1, right? Because its base attack applies 2 burn per fire stain. So that's 16. Oh, it wouldn't even be 16, because the second turn would generate another fire stain. So first turn would be 8. Second turn would be 16. Third turn would be 32. No, because it's 8 additional. Right? 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, so it'd be 16 on the second. I'm mathing wrong. But it's 2 hits, so it'd be 32. It would start at 8 on your first turn, and then by your 4th turn, you're generating 32 burn a turn. And at that point, I don't know if it's just the burn damage that she generates, though. Because at that point, your burn damage would be doing 120% increased damage. And on top of that, if you're consistently applying burn like that, what you do is Mael with burning canvas, that scales harder. So you're increasing the damage for each burn on the target. Kind of a fun like theory crafting. I don't know that that's what I want to do, but I could see myself noodling around with that. That could actually be kind of cool. Where you're just like, I don't use skills on Lune. I just fucking generate fire stains, sit on those fire stains, and then punch or kick people and have them burn a bunch. Honestly, that's kind of neat. Because there's a lot of things that I don't use. Put on favorites. There's a lot of things that I don't use. Like the augmented attack scenario, right? Like, or attack lifesteal, right? Where we could plug that stuff in theory. I say in theory, in practice we probably wouldn't be able to, because cheater and double burn costs 70, right? So like that's half of our shit. But you know, we're actually sitting on a lot of Lumina that we haven't dumped either. It's a thought process. Could be cool. Could be cool. We definitely probably could get enough Lumina to get the... Where is it? Right, like any of the attack-based stuff, but burning shots, right? 20% chance to burn on free aim shot would be good. The actual free aim shot increased damage, augmented aim, right? Obviously, which is pretty cheap. Combo attack is what it is. And that's combo attack 1, indicating there is other combo attack, though we do not have it. But base attack has 1 extra hit. I'll tell you what, if we ever find combo attack 2, I might try to like force that build, because if we got her another hit on top of that, it would escalate from 12 to 46 burn applied in a turn, which is pretty cool. And if we were doing that, we wouldn't need to go for like the full crit. We could ease off the crit and go more of a speed build, because the concept there is if you're faster, because burn ticks on the enemy when it's their turn, I believe. Well, I know it ticks on the enemy when it's their turn, but I don't know how long burn actually lasts. I feel like it's like 3 ticks is how long it lasts. It's something like that. It like ticks 3 times before it falls off. But the concept there is if you're faster than the enemy and you can get a couple of turns, or like get a double up turn or something like that on the enemy, you'd actually stack even more burns before they actually take over, which would be kind of cool. Because the more burns you can apply, the higher Miles' burning canvas gets buffed. It's a cool concept, honestly. Legitimately cool concept. Even if we weren't to do something like that, if I was going to alter Lune, I would probably try to do something else burn-oriented. The problem is, so like Fire Rage is really interesting. Hell applies very high fire damage that applies 5 burn to all enemies, 2 hits. Deals self-damage if failed, right? But like, you're never gonna... If you're just trying to spam Hell, you're never going to achieve the consumption of things. Especially not if you're using something like that. Anyways. Different theory crafting ideas for different builds. I really like the concept of that auto-attacking, though. How much Lumina are we sitting on? I think it's like 100 plus. 50? Okay, so not 100 plus. But, I mean, 50's not nothing. Alright, well, that was a fun little find up there. Tape. I'm trying to fly around and make sure we look for ashy spots as well. Look at this guy. I think there's a smashy spot. I think we bought everything from him.
Nice.
Just chroma. Just chroma. Also trying to make sure I haven't missed a bunch of, like, the fucking Lost guys. I think I'm only missing 2 of the Lost Boys, though. Okay, I do need to pop in here. If our theory is correct about what's going on with these, then this should just be acquiring lamps. Hello, little Verso boy. don't like that the game gives us a choice. Alright, so this looks like it's all leading to the same place, which is interesting. All roads lead to... Questionable. Concerned. Concerns. I have them. I have a lot of them. They are concerning. Yeah, her lack of speed is kind of painful. Nine, 4, 2. And we get as much attack out of that as we do. Yeah, it almost feels like a... with A scaling on a weapon, in the past, might has always given like a little bit more of an edge than B scaling has, but with A scaling seems equal to might. So it might be a scenario where we can back off of might if we're dumping into an A scale. In order to achieve additional stats, basically. IDK though. What the fuck do I know? Anyways, I came here to rest. What I came here to do. Use the thing? Added those hands. That's terrifying. Really terrifying. Eventually we will complete the beast, and then presumably we'll fight it. Absolutely terrible. Sounds absolutely terrible. Okay, I'm gonna check around. Sure there aren't any like little forests or patches to drop into, or places to fly up to. Like, maybe there is the Flying Manor. Okay. Great. Jay just goes, oh boy. Well, the beauty is if we get our ass kicked, we can just leave. We could just say, well, that was a mistake.
Useful.
Protecting shots. 20. What the hell? That is really good. Holy fuck. Also, longer shell is really good. Put that on someone. Just from a stat standpoint. When did we get augmented counter? Oh. It's almost 100%. Having something like that would be nice. Her defense is basically non-existent at this point, huh? I'd rather keep that speed and crit, actually. So I think I'm just swap for longer shell. I need upgrades to some of the big things that I'm using, like double burn would be nice to get upgraded, or second chance would be nice to get upgraded. Some of these are just on people because we were learning them, though. Fine. Nothing wrong with that. That was really good. It almost makes me think like it's too good and I shouldn't be here currently. It almost makes me think that I've walked into a place that's gonna kick my ass. Not that I didn't already think that, because of, you know, reactions. Also just because the place is spooky as fuck. Surprised the game hasn't punished me more for trying to run into places. What's up, buddy? What are you doing here? I must leave. Is this where Clair is? Yeah, that's a bit more difficult to be like, oh, it's fine. That makes me feel like this is where Clair is. I mean, whatever, I'm gonna dip my toes in.
This is where she lived.
Oh. Yeah, that's definitely a Clair.
Good stuff.
Look at down here. Well, that definitely goes somewhere. That's not just a, oh, hey, find an item. It might be just an, oh, hey, find an item, but it looks like it's a bit more than that, so... I see you made some things. Her home. Play here a lot with the others. But now the one here, she is not her. She will never be. She knows that. What are you talking about? Everything is always about her. About her painting, her sculpting. Everything has to be perfect. But perfect I have never been. Perfect she is not. The one who here is here now. How do we open the door? The colors. Bring back the colors to her painting. Oh. That's Frozen Hands, isn't it? And is that the guy... That's the Beast. That's who we're building. And that's the guy that ran from us, isn't it? Huh. Okay. I don't know, maybe I'm putting too much thought into it and these are actually just mini bosses scattered around this location. What do I know? Alright, well that's leading us that direction. It does look like it's set up to have bosses off in the four corners. But this is definitely the Beast. Like, we were just looking at that statue. And this guy has the frozen cold hands like the guy we were just avoiding. And that guy really looks like the guy we fought where the rose was. I want to explore a little bit. Lamp Master. This guy? Yeah, the one that reminded Gustav of Sophia, right? Like, it's been ages since we saw him, but we just went back through that area. I think this guy might be... I don't know, I don't think it's the guy that we fought on that first floating island and haven't beaten. But these two look very familiar as well, so I don't know, but I feel like this might be like a world quest scenario. That's Dualiso? Is it really? Huh. Oh, the guy at the bridge! The guy at the bridge? Oh shit! This is a fast elevator. That's a elevator. That goes down over there. Yep. It's a full ass, big ass dungeon.
Great. Great.
10k chroma. Pretty good. We've been finding a lot of things to spend chroma on here lately, though. Let's see how strong things are here. If the first fucking thing we try to fight here...
This will hurt.
That doesn't seem like impossible for us to beat. A little rough. Plug it.
So much potential.
Get to burning.
Elements converge. Let us stain them.
I don't know about easy peasy. He did not take a lot of damage. I mean, easier than the bosses we've been doing.
So much power.
En garde. Void, take everything. Finesse and thrust.
We took her thing off. We gotta put it back on. She's capped again. That's not good. We do not want her capped. Couldn't have been easier? I don't know about that. On augmented aim, 'cause we're gonna need to be shooting people here.
What have we here?
Empowering break. Gain powerful on breaking a target. That honestly does not seem like that big of a deal. But what is a big deal is the amount of fucking stats on that. Holy shit. Empowering break. We lose 2% crit. Do we risk it? Holy fuck. It's not really probably that big of a deal. And we get a lot of speed out of that, which is good because Lune has been... It's been rough because Lune hasn't been getting to go very frequently. Holy fuck. The worse the passive beat is, the better the stats seem to be. Well, honestly. I don't know that I can really complain when the stats are that good. The thing. You bastard. Get your ass over here. I like that long hair.
I must exact revenge.
Yeah,
The dance
yeah.
begins.
I do kind of feel like burning canvas is just like the power
Void,
breaker.
take everything.
But it still applies burn even through shields.
Void, take everything.
The elements dance. Meet your reckoning.
That's not building a lot of break, I gotta say.
We're overdue for some mayhem.
Alright, I gotta mess around with this.
It likes you.
Doing the cycle scenario that doesn't work. Book.
Now was our chance.
Okay. Yeah, you hit hard. Dear
To
Lord.
bleed. Oh, almost lost you there. Your turn to dance.
Ready to go.
Fuck.
This will hurt.
A storm is coming. Elements converge. Let us stain them. Meet your reckoning. I'll do it. Let's keep going.
I need to get these counters, because these counters are where I get most of my break damage from. And I'm fucking them up.
My, what lovely feet.
Time to hit big. Good. Void, take everything.
The elements dance. Elements converge. Good. Feeling better. Okay.
There we go. Significantly more
What
break
choose?
when I do that. Actually, me being significantly faster than him is a bit of a detriment now.
Minoko, parry!
There we go.
That's better. Witness the flames! Flames on me!
Now's our chance. Let the ink flow.
Yata!
So much power.
Alright, break this man. Wait, he's not there yet! Damn it! Okay, now he's there. Now we can break. Broke your wall! Alright, now we got actual damage.
Meet your reckoning.
360k is pretty good. 360k seems pretty good.
Flames. On me.
A bit of violence, yes.
Let the ink flow. Elements converge. Meet your reckoning.
Alright, I can
Your
definitely
turn to
optimize
shine.
this.
Ready to go. Ready to go.
Okay, I'm seeing the light in the tactics. I'm coming to lay understanding.
Void, take everything.
I'm getting it. The Clair hair. This really is kind of the Mael show. She gets so much fucking hair. Look at that. Very nice. I don't hate that. I like some other things more. I could wear that for a while. Holy bangs, Batman. There's a wee bit of bangs. A wee bit. A wee bit. That what's his face? The back, it kind of looks like him. Oh, I'm not looking forward to this.
I must rage.
Brace yourselves.
It likes you.
Good. Take cover.
Oh, not my Noko! Damn.
Overflowing with energy.
I mean, honestly, probably for the best, but not happy about it.
A storm is coming. Meet your reckoning.
I'm ready.
Yeah. Not what I expected.
Void, take everything.
Danger! I'm ready. Good.
Let's dance.
I'll do it. Okay. Let us stain them.
Void, take everything.
Take cover!
That's better.
Elements, converge!
Being able to spam Elemental Genesis
Meet
with
your
Rune
reckoning.
is really nice. Honestly. Like, that just
Careful, Mael.
fits
Careful,
really
Mael.
good.
I'm ready. Feeling better.
Nice. I can do it.
Ow, that's not good.
Void, take everything.
Elements, converge.
Okay,
Meet
think
your
we're
reckoning.
officially... Okay, we do occasionally need supplemental AP for her.
Feeling better.
Ow,
Feeling better.
ow,
Let's keep going.
ow.
Okay.
Heal.
Better.
Overflowing with
Okay,
energy.
what can we even do? Damage, I guess.
Take cover.
Parry it!
I'll do it. Okay.
Nice. I'm ready. Void, take everything. En garde. Void, take everything.
Brace yourselves. Now's our chance. Elements, converge.
Fuck. I wasn't paying attention. I already had the stuff for her Elemental Genesis. Whoops.
Meet your reckoning.
I suppose it equals out to the same amount of Elemental Genesises.
On me. Rune, watch out.
I'll do it. Let's keep going.
Rune, watch out.
So much potential. Elements, converge. Meet your reckoning.
Jesus, these
Okay.
things have so much HP. Can you imagine trying doing a no
can do
fucking limit break?
Void,
run?
take
Like,
everything.
that just sounds excruciating. Like, this fight would take an hour.
That's better. Nice.
Let us stain them. Meet your reckoning.
I'm ready. Void, take everything. Void, take everything.
Brace yourselves. Let's keep going.
Please survive.
Let the ink flow. Elements converge. Chroma is flowing. Danger!
That's bad. That's
A
actually
storm is
bad.
coming.
That's bad because Lune doesn't have a way to break. Well, we found a hole in Lune's strategy.
A storm is coming.
Hope he doesn't eat me.
I'm ready. Okay. Feeling better.
Whoops.
Now's our chance. Let the ink flow. Elements converge. I'll do it. Okay. Let's keep going.
Uh-oh.
Feeling better. Now's our chance. Let us stay there.
I'm a little worried he's gonna eat me.
I'm ready. Feeling better. Let's keep going. I'm ready. Good. Let us stain them. Elements converge! A storm is coming. Meet your reckoning. Let's keep going.
Fucking killed me. Ah! Reserves, please finish this.
Here's your card.
Ready to strike.
Ready.
Oh, damn. Well, we won. But it was, ooh, augmented counter 1 got upgraded. I use that. Burning Death, I use that. Wait, I don't currently use that. I am appreciating all of these upgrades, though. Not super duper happy about getting my face smashed in.
Great.
Oh, hey. I was just complaining about not having been able to spend a lot of my money here recently. What? Oh my god. This guy has 5 billion things! On Twilight Start, deal damage to all enemies based on the amount of charges. On Twilight Start, apply 2 foretell per charge to all enemies. Double sun and moon charge generation. That's pretty cool. I could definitely see strats out of that. Sidaro. 30% increased damage per upgraded skill used. Resets on using a non-upgraded skill. Oh, well, we might have just found the scaling thing for Monoko. Base attack spins the bestial wheel to a random value. Using an upgraded skill gives 1 AP to all other allies. So we're still kind of doing the thing that we were already doing. We're just not getting the almighty buff as well. That's really cool. See Shellum. +1 shield on switching to offensive stance. If stanceless base attack switches to offensive stance, 50% critical chance while in offensive stance. That's interesting. Not like crazy, but interesting. Heirloom, consuming an earth stain applies 1 shield to self, 20% increased earth damage with skills, base attack generates earth stain, crazy. Yesum, convert light damage from skills to physical damage. That's interesting. 20% increased physical damage with skills, also interesting. -1 AP cost for physical skills. That's pretty good. All of these are pretty good. What the fuck? Why does he have 500 fights? Try fighting this guy. Oh shit! He comes with. He comes with friends.
Go. Ready to evade.
He hits like a truck. Duly noted. Ow. I bet you feel alive. Currently don't.
I'll do it. I'm ready. Good.
He's got a lot of HP. A 2%. I got a 2%.
Elements converge. Ready to evade. Ready to evade. Ready to evade. Okay. Meet your reckoning. Good. Good. I'm ready. A storm is coming. Meet your reckoning.
Yeah, he has so much HP.
I'm ready.
Wow.
That hurts.
Bro, Raggy.
Meet your reckoning. A storm is coming.
What? I can still heal. I can still heal.
I'll do it. Elements converge. Good. Ready to evade. Ready to evade.
That fake out ended it. Oh, so good. Okay, that guy's strong. And he's got some really interesting items. Which are gonna eat basically all of my money. I'm really interested in this, though. I'm gonna go ahead and buy this because I think we might try to build Minoko around this. Because that seems really cool, right? Like, each time you use an upgraded skill, you get 30% increased damage. And, I mean, we've set it up pretty easily where he can just spam upgraded skills. Well, we need to alter our setup. But I'm very interested in the cons. We don't have to alter our setup very much. So we do lose the Almighty Mask scenario. We haven't been using that very much here recently. Not that big of a deal. But we keep the using an upgraded skill gives +1 aim. That's really neat. We need to take Orphelin off. I think for now we'll just go back to Troubadour Trumpet. That's that one doesn't cycle the same amount. So we don't get locked into the heavy caster, which is interesting, right? But not what we want. Right, it's late. It's midnight. I need to
Useful.
pop off. I did find... Yeah, there is a, whatchamacallit down there. We got a couple of enemies here that we can fight. That aren't, like... I don't know, these fights are pretty long. I'm really interested in exploring this whole area, though. I'm interested in exploring the whole area, but more interested in figuring out whether or not I have to, because it feels like this is a world quest. It feels like I've got to go take these things out in the world and bring their paints back to be able to access Clair. But that just makes me interested in what the fuck is going on with everything else. Like, why there's this big ass dungeon. Was I wrong? I thought there was a bonfire. Is it up here next to the guy? It might be up here next to the guy. Well, not next to the guy anymore. He left. No, I do not. Ah. Okay. Maybe. Then again, maybe not. I'm sitting here going like, I wonder how far along Critical Role is, but then I remembered it's Wednesday, not Thursday. Fuck. Is there really not one? Oh, it's right there. I keep fucking like looking past it. It's like little wavy flag is blending into the rocks behind it. I knew there was one. Okay, so we got some levels. Whatever at this point. I don't. Yeah, 303 or 3 points in here goes up to 3301 versus 3300. So with the A augments, we're getting more attack power and we're getting other things. So yeah, might. If we dumped all 40 of his might and put it into agility, I feel like obviously they cap out at 9.9, but that just gives us more stuff, right? We'd be even faster. So yeah, we definitely need to take a look. Everyone is wielding an augmented weapon except for her now. And we might, by buying stuff from that guy, we might be able to... Yeah, he's got like 10 of them. So we should... Just to 18, and if it's another 4, we can get up to 19, and the 19 should be a grandiose, so we should be able to get her to 20, which would be pretty interesting, because then again we could, and she's got 30 in might, she could dump that 30 into luck and basically have the same or comparable damage, but be getting more of other things. More crit and speed, basically. So yeah, I was actually, earlier I was talking about how it feels a little strange. The attribute system feels a little strange because it doesn't really feel like you're really incentivized to go one thing over another. The balance seems pretty good. But now that we've reached this tier of weaponry, definitely might is kind of a little bit of a drop, because if you're using an A weapon in anything else, right, you're gonna get just as much out of it. Now after you hit the 99 cap, obviously then is a different story, but like, so she's gonna get crit. She doesn't care about crit because of the Blizzon's effects, but she's going to be getting the same amount. Again, if we took the 40 and dumped it into luck and she was sitting at 80 luck, she should have the same or more attack power, but she should have more speed. And yeah, I mean, so that's just overall better. Same with this, right? Like, we could dump the 30 might and have higher luck, which would give us more crit, and we could back off of crit on some of the itemization we're doing, which could... I mean, she's doing good right now because she's using an extremely powerful Pictos. But we could prioritize things and kind of like make sure everyone's sitting pretty. Look. And that would be... Oh, but he actually has B scale, so that's going to be different for him. Because, okay, so 1 point in might takes him to 32, 3, 6, 32. 1 point in luck takes him to 3, 6, 32. So because it's E scaling on top of might, it's matching A scaling in luck. 3, 6, 5, 7. 3, 6, 5, 5. So it's not quite. So the A scaling is still better, even if it has a B scaling on might. That's pretty interesting. How much are we getting there? So 1, 1, 2, 3 on speed. One, 1, 1, 6. So it looks like we're getting half the amount of speed out of luck. But we get crit. Huh. Points. You nearly triple when you do straight defense. Okay, I'm more intrigued by the attribute scaling now, and now I'm more interested in potentially min-maxing. Because even with something like Vitality, right? Like, Vitality seems like a super important thing. We have 37 recoats, so I don't have to be too careful. But yeah, we might, next stream might be more fiddle-faddling. Again, it's Wednesday, tomorrow's Thursday, so it should be tactics. In theory, the next time we play this should be Sunday. So I'm gonna say that I might do some grinding and some like min-maxing, but I have been both depressed and busy with real life shit here lately. So we'll see if that actually takes into effect. But yeah, this game is such a good game. We gotta get Verso some more HP. He's sitting a little low. Damn. Okay, that is it for this session. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. We should be back tomorrow with some more Final Fantasy Tactics Ivalice Chronicles. Hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye, everybody. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.